man, it's just weed. It ain't even that serious. It's about to be legalized. He was trying to tell you that. You no. I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. Yeah, they smoking weed. Yeah, they smoking weed. No. I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. Yeah, they smoking weed. Yeah, they smoking weed. You wanna smoke that weed? You wanna smoke that weed? Oh shit! That's something we can rehab right now. We gonna cancel this goddamn man. You wanna smoke that weed? You wanna smoke that weed? God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Go get that something and put him in rehab right now.
Stay off the weed. Stay off the weed. Stay off the weed. Stay off the damn weed.
Oh no! I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. They smoking weed. They smoking weed. Oh no! I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. They smoking weed. They smoking weed. Ugly motherfucker, bald head bitch. You still ain't answering my question, bitch. Why did you go to those colleges, bro? Why did you go to those colleges? Ugly motherfucker, bald head bitch. You still ain't answering my question, bitch. Who paid you to go to the college? Mr. Lion Steven Snitch.
Up dancing, up dancing, up dancing, up dancing, up dancing. Fuck dancing, little hoe you is.
Oh no, I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. Yeah, they smoking weed. Yeah, they smoking weed. Oh no, I don't care. The league says go look for all the money. Yeah, they smoking weed. Yeah, they smoking weed. Kids don't smoke weed. I'm not promoting weed. You ain't never enforced no motherfucker like me, nigga. Fat titty boy. Fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
You wide jaw
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
orangutan
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
You wide jaw
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
orangutan
Titty boy.
Big baby mama body. Big baby mama body. Big baby mama body. Baby mama body.
He got something brown in his hand that look like a goddamn purse. He got some sweater vest on like a blouse looking thing. Fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
You wide jaw
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
orangutan
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
You wide jaw
Titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy, fat titty boy.
orangutan
Titty boy. This nigga got dinner block back. Dinner block back. This nigga got baby mama body. Baby mama body. Baby mama body. This nigga got orangutan body. This nigga got daggy titty body. That nigga lip be getting in the way when he breathe and shit. if I don't let these, if I don't let these, if I don't let these hold, if I don't let these, if I don't let these, if I don't let these hold, back to the boy, back to the boy, back to the boy,
Wide jaw.
to the boy, back to the boy, back to the boy, back to the boy,
Orangutan.
to the boy.
Big baby mama body. Big baby mama body. Big baby mama body. Innocent coat dragging motherfucker.
Yeah, I had to get that last part out. Hey, kids, don't smoke weed and no Hennessy and Coke. Hey, I'm out here chilling. I had to come outside and hit this swagger dash after what I just saw and what I just heard. I was just watching my boy Black Conservative Perspective. Let me not call him my boy, for he'd be like, I don't F with you. And then I had to recant my statement and say, what? BAN? No, let me stop. But yeah, I watch his content and I saw something that was quite amazing. I never thought I would see something like this. They done tricked these people into saying that there's some attack on trans. And I'm like, what? When the police pull you over, they scared to look at you too hard because they don't want to offend you. I right now have a disclaimer. I'm not trying to offend any trans person. But I just want to let you know that in America, there's rules and laws in place that if somebody fuck with y'all, they go to jail for a hate crime. So you guys got every right. Don't go over there and go to a refugee camp in these other places. You have it good here. You can move around America and be straight. Don't listen to these weird people that got y'all thinking you got to leave America. This is crazy. Now, there's a whole place for you in Atlanta. They got a whole sidewalk painted where you can skip down the motherfucker. It's all dedicated for you. And bet not nobody drop no trash on that motherfucker. They going to jail. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna show you a video where people uh left fucking to seek asylum and they end up stuck in refugee camps. Now, what kind of place is tricking people in the news, telling them that they don't have rights here when you got the most rights here than anywhere? Somebody bet not disrespect somebody gay. Women, this is the first time I could see somebody stand up to a black woman and don't nothing happen. Cuss them out, call them a B right to their face. I'm not saying do that, but if you do that as a trans, ain't nothing gonna happen. If I do that as a man, it's over. So all I'm saying is you have rights. You have more rights than most. So I want y'all to see, ain't this better? Patrice O'Neal, ain't this better? Let me not say too much. I just want y'all to see the crazies that they done trick these people. They went from sleeping in nice 5-star places to sleeping on the damn cot.
I didn't even know this was happening, but I gotta be real. I am so glad I know about it now. So apparently, 76 Americans who identify as trans have fled to the Netherlands to claim asylum. And the Netherlands is hilarious because they don't just let you in their country while they process your asylum claim. No, they put you in a camp, like with fences and tents. Oh, and just to be clear, all 76 claims have been denied because the Netherlands recognizes that the United States is a safe country. And to claim asylum.
Jesus Christ. So all them people went over there. See, they listen to our news media. See, this is what I'm saying. The news media is creating all of this crap. The news people got these people uprooted from their homes, their nice living, to countries that don't even want them. All 77 of them rejected. All 77 sleeping in a refugee camp. I bet you CNN don't want to talk about that. That place said that America is safe for you, that they have laws in place for you, and you can move about freely. That's crazy. That'd be like a black man saying, you know what, I want to seek asylum. We should be able to seek asylum some damn well. We get shot down by each other. We get shot down by the police. We got to seek asylum somewhere. But I'm just trying to figure out. They thought this was cool to tell people. Boy, them damn low IQ dems, not all, but some, they will trick people with emotions, boy, because this absolutely makes no sense.
Camp, like with fences and tents. Oh, and just to be clear, all 76 claims have been denied because the Netherlands recognizes that the United States is a safe country. And to claim asylum in another nation, you have to be fleeing something. And the wild thing is fleeing to the Netherlands, a country whose restrictions on transgender surgery are more strict than the United States. Because like in the Netherlands, you're not even allowed to apply for top surgery until you're 16. In the United States, we allow that as young as 8. The only thing that the Netherlands allows that the United States doesn't is they allow transgenders to serve in the military. Of course, none of these 76 people actually want to go do that. So all of their claims have been denied. They get one appeal and they get to go live in a camp while they do that appeal. And we will shortly have them back in the US. God, I wish they would keep them though.
Meet the Americans who fled Trump and now live in Dutch refugee camps.
Damn, this beautiful sister ain't hold it back. She busted out laughing before the video even started. It's hard to feel bad for them though. Like, what? Who's really bothering you? Do you actually have somebody that you can go take out a warrant against? Because you can. Did you file a police report? Did the police not respond? You got to give us more than just the Democrats told you this. Like, this is crazy at this point. They end up in refugee camps. When the media can brainwash you like that, that ought to be illegal. That ought to be fucking illegal. And they ought to make you stay over there. Since you don't want America so much, they should say, nope, we don't want you back. There was a one-way process. That'll be like your ex trying to come back after the nigga finished wiping off her back. She talking about, well, it wasn't like I expected. Can I come back? No, we don't want you now.
Shortly have them back in the US. God, I wish they would keep them though.
Meet the Americans who fled Trump and now live in Dutch refugee camps. This psychosis needs to be studied. So I'm totally in support for this. Go and flee to your refugee camp.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we got to talk about a classic, hilarious F around and find out story featuring some radical leftists who fled Trump's tyranny in America for Dutch safety. Okay. And
76.
All this is because of Trump. We done had Suzanne Roberts. We done had Ellen DeGeneres. Man, Trump a bad mofo. I thought they believed in God. Ain't no way a person gonna make me move. I believe in the Lord upstairs. These people must be devil worshipers. Because we was taught in our community too blessed to be stressed. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna let some president run me off that I voted in. You work for me. If the people voted him in, you still work for me. No, I ain't moving and leaving to uproot my family for no one person. And I'm talking about I love the Lord. No, I'm going to be all right regardless. This is crazy. Teaching these people to run and cry and yell and be afraid. Now look where they're sleeping at, on the damn floor. This is a shame. This is an absolute shame. You can talk about the gas prices all you want. We in a conflict right now that is over with because the strait is open. Straight. I spelled it straight the other day. But the strait is open. Mm-hmm. It sure is. We put that blockade on that mother truck. I told you, we America. We just don't want to show y'all how bad we is. See, they'll put us up on sanctions and all kind of shit if they show us how bad they is, like back in the day. They learned from back in the day all this. The paperwork pushers, they worried about getting sanctioned and all that other shit. So otherwise, we would have been just took their oil and said, you know what, China, what you want to do? Because all we doing is holding big bombs at each other saying, I'll fuck you up. I'll do it too. I'll do it too. I hate that we be talking about other countries like we ain't like that too. Yeah, China bad. We don't want no problem with them. Yeah, Russia bad. We don't want no problem with them either. But guess what? They don't want no problem either. I don't know what y'all think we is. They don't want no problem. Yeah, now Trump done made it to where they just come out and say it. We finna come up there and unalive all y'all. I said, oh no, Trump, what the hell? And Trump, you did some blasphemous BS by placing yourself like you was Jesus Christ. Now, I don't like the fact that y'all don't be calling that out. I saw this on Odom Speaks. I said, what the? I had straight smoke. You don't do that. That's blasphemous. I don't give a damn who it is. Now, some of y'all don't have TDS. Some of y'all got ass kiss disease. I don't ass kiss, but I don't have TDS and I don't have ass kiss either. Now, Trump, you better not do no shit like that again. We don't got to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You apologized. You took it down. You said a lie. You said you was trying to be the Red Cross and a healer, a doctor or some bullshit. A Red Cross got a cross on their hat. You could have easily depicted that. Chat GPT could have did that for you. Put a little hat on your head, put a little cross. And nigga, it looked like your hand was shining. You look just like Jesus. And you got a toupee. So no, we ain't accepting that out of you, Trump. You done lost your mind, boy. Don't ever let me catch you doing that again. Ain't like I can do nothing to you, but I'm just gonna talk like it. You better not do that shit again, though. I'm just saying, you gotta call a spade a spade. You gotta draw a better medicine healer or whatever you think you was trying to do. Shit crazy. But hey, that still don't stop you clown that went over there acting like you was more safe over there. Now all y'all laying on internment camp floors getting bed sores, bugs. What y'all eating over there? I bet they eating slop. Golly. What is wrong with people, man? I don't understand this shit. We got to get back to debate in public forum so we can see this shit crumble up under a little pushback. We can't allow people to call conversation angry and mean and you're just trying to incite violence. They will say anything. I told y'all, we have not had a conversation and since Thomas Sowell and then those guys stopped debating publicly. And that's been a long time ago. They used to, whatever topic used to be on the table, tuck your feelings, put it in your back left pocket. This is how life is. People have different viewpoints, and you must allow space for people to get them out. Not just the vulgar ones, not just when people want to say the N-word. They protect that right, boy. We talking about you want to say a racial slur more than you want to have a open dialogue. This is crazy. You go on Harvard, Yale, the only people they let talk is Marxists and weirdos. When it's time to let somebody else come in there and say, hey, this ideology, you're smart enough to know you can look this stuff up. Show me where in civilization this, what you're saying actually worked. And they'll come up with 50,000 excuses. They'll cry and run off goddamn stage. Because this stuff don't hold up under debate. It's all malarkey. Easy questions. How? Who? What? When? We'll debunk all of it. How are you going to do this? When is the timeline for this? Who's going to pay for it? When you start asking those real questions like who going to pay for it, that's when people will draw the line. When you say that in open forum, yeah, it's going to be you taxpayer. We're going to pay for what? Okay, what's the benefit? When you know you got to pay for something, you're going to want to know what you're paying for. See, that's what they want to keep you in the dark at. You don't know what you're paying for. You don't know what it's going to do. And then when it don't work, we don't never get to come back and see that it didn't work. Like out in California, they supposed to be solving homelessness. That lady threw $300 million at the problem and got a 60%. She talking about, yeah, 60 is a good number. Hell no. If my kid come home with a 60, I'm putting my foot in his ass. I'm sorry. I'm not, I'm not saying that as anything child abuse. I'm going to put him in the corner. If he come home with a 60, that's an F. That's not a passing score. Since when? That's all you want is a 60? And then you look, they got homeless people living under the ground in the sewer like rats. They just told them to get off the streets. This is how they get their numbers. They just like No Child Left Behind. This shit is just like No Child Left Behind. They don't solve the problem. They just push them along and graduate them. Hold them back 1 year, push them along and graduate them. Just like they just push them people in the sewers. Them people underground in the sewers living like rats. Ain't this a bitch? While they putting people that come from war-torn countries and seeking asylum here, they put them in the Ritz-Carlton and shit. Rent out a building for them, order them Uber, give them credit cards and shit. And got Americans, former soldiers living in the damn sewers. Ain't this a bitch? Talking about a 60 is good. And y'all want to holler about gas prices, what Trump said. I understand what Trump said. I understand he shouldn't have said it that way, but every president has done the same thing. Joe Biden sanctioned a conflict with Iran when they were going at our ships. Joe Biden did the same shit. All the presidents have these issues and conflicts and little wars, and they deal with them the way they deal with them. We all take people's shit, money. It's America. Don't act like you don't know where you live. $60 is a D in Florida. What the? Oh my lamb. No wonder motherfuckers crazy from Florida. Shout out to Duval. Duval do it all, Jack. But man, this is a shame. We got to stop trying to find reasons to not like us or disqualify somebody that you don't like. I understand that majority of people don't like Trump. Cool. You don't got to like somebody to see the outcome. On the other side of the coin, they got nothing for you. Everything is for Mexicanos and overseas. That's it. Man, please stay off Fox. Man, please stay off my page if you're telling me where to go. I'm on Fox. I'm on CNN. I'm everywhere. See, that's an excuse. Because I could put my link in the chat and whether you go on Fox, CNN, because I watch them all. And I'm going to show you Sky News Network in a minute. I'm on Sky News Network. And they say the same thing about you. You're crazy. It ain't about who give the information. I go to all of them. It's just, what are you looking at? This right here ain't got nothing to do. So this ain't happened because it's on Fox News. It ain't 76 people living in refugee camps because it's on Fox News. Simpleton, one-ply toilet paper thinking motherfucker. Don't go over there. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to that. No. The smartest people in the world say what you do with conversation, that's difficult. You have more conversation or some shit like that. I'm no educator. That's why I just got to be close to being right. I'm like horseshoes. I just got to be close to being right. Fill in the blank, motherfucker. Was it Socrates? Which one of them genius motherfuckers said that you got to have more conversation? This shit crazy, man. But now he can't receive the message because it's not on the news station he like. Because it's on the news station that he don't like, he can't receive information, or she, whatever that person was. This don't make sense. This is how simple-minded. They like that tissue that busts through your fingers and get shit on your fingers. That's how shallow he is. That's how one ply he is. You can wrap that motherfucker around your hand. A nigga like that, you can wrap him around your hand 10 times, and he's still gonna bust through because he's shallow. He's ignorant. This nigga one-ply toilet paper thinking ass dude. This shit crazy. I'm like that Charmin, boy. I'm talking about triple stack. One revolution. That's all you need. Just go around your hand one time. We already got layers. Yeah, the nigga shallow. He was looking for the disagreement instead of trying to see where the conversation is going. The nigga shallow. I don't argue with shallow nigga. I just ask for the conversation to move on. Now, 76 people sitting up in these refugee camps because they preyed upon shallow thinking mother truckers.
To find out that we're not the only country that has immigration laws. that need to be enforced. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
So apparently 76 trans Americans fled Trump's tyranny for Dutch safety. 0 were granted asylum, still in refugee camps that they're claiming are worse than the US prisons. Mind you, half of these individuals probably left high-rise apartments in the US to go and live on the floor in sleeping bags in the dirt.
Yeah, but let's not give props to the Breakfast Club just got bought out. So they up under new management. So Ilya Omar didn't know that they were going to. If you saw the look on Ilya Omar's face, she was looking like, oh shit, I thought y'all was a friendly. And Charlemagne looking back at her like, look here, I'm doing my job. That was a I'm doing my job face right there. Ilya Omar definitely was taken off guard. It didn't look like she was prepared for that at all. I mean, if I'm being investigated, you damn right you being investigated. You can't go from a 2,500 there to a 25 million there in a year, baby. Not without raising some eyebrows and some suspicions. And you Somalian, no pun intended, but it's a lot of Somalians that have been taking a lot of money at them daycare, and you the ring Somalian leader of that city. It's just mighty damn funny. I'm not saying accusing you of anything. I'm just saying it's just mighty funny. It's just mighty dang funny. That's all I'm saying. First, the white man was bad. Then you get with a white man and make him rich. White man win again, boy. No matter how much shit they talk about the white man, they still let them F them. I know it's white men sitting back just proud, holding their peace. Pause. Because no matter how much shit they seem to talk about that white boy, they still let them F them. And then she make them rich. Come on, man. If I was a white boy, I wouldn't give a fuck what you say either. I just go around and just, wave my crotch at you. You can talk what you want, but I know you're going to let me. It's a shame. She talk all that shit on TV, and they all end up with them white boys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm trying not to get flagged. I really want to go in. I'm trying not to get flagged. I really want to go in. I'm tired of seeing this brainwash ass shit. But YouTube won't even tell me why I'm flagged so much. They just say harassment and bullying. Basically, nigga, we don't like what you say. In the words of Will, log off. No, this stuff need to be said, man. These people is ridiculous, man. How you make the person the bad guy for telling people that this is insane? This is absolutely insane. Mm-mm-mm. Nah, don't size me up. I don't. Tell my Kwame, do it. Nigga, I like running on E. Salute to you, Terry. These people are something else, man. It's like a slap in the face, man. They think people stupid, and you know what's sad? I hate to say it respectfully. Most people are. I hate to say it. Most of us is Cookie Chris stupid. They already know. They know we stupid. They educated you, remember? Or lack thereof. They ain't teaching you nothing now. All they care about is if you're a boy or you're a girl. You should have learned that shit before goddamn high school. But that's all they want to teach you. If you're a boy or if you're a girl, they don't teach you the tax code. They don't teach you nothing that's going to benefit you in life, really. But the 5th grade, social studies and shit like that. You remember that. Boy, if I can go back to the 5th grade, that's the one thing I regret. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have crammed for them tests. See, there's a difference between being a good test taker and cramming and memorization and shit, and then the kids who actually read and study and then they ascertain and retain. The retention of the information is key. Me, shit, I had to go shoot jump shots. I'm studying this shit real quick. I got to work and shit. I ain't had time to study. I told you I would have been the president if I ain't have to help pay bills. And I ain't want to slang no dope. Oh shit. My brother was too tall for them prison cells. And they were telling me what the hell was going on, fights and shit. I said, I don't feel like fighting and hearing niggas beatbox. Heard a dude get thrown off the 3rd level, hearing a dude get the head hit, cracked open with a lock in a sock. I'm hearing all this shit. I'm saying, you know what? I think I'm gonna go shoot some jump shot. I don't want to be real. I think I'm gonna go work for the money instead of what y'all did. So I thank God for my big brothers every day. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I said, yeah, dog, I'm hearing these stories. I said, hell to the no. I don't want to be in a tough man competition. The niggas can't sleep. One nigga crying in the next cell, the other nigga getting humped in the next cell. The other dude, you see him getting punked, and you know the dude that's getting punked. You can't do nothing about it. He holding some dude back pocket. I'm damn. You going through a lot. So I learned. I said, I got an education. I ain't have to touch the stove to hear what was going on with these Negroes. I said, yeah, buddy. These goddamn white boys graduating high school, didn't make it on the football team in college, come back home, getting these goddamn prison jobs, these CO jobs, and beating the hell out these niggas. That's what happened in them cell. Them white boys, them never could have made it. Boy, it's some never could have made it. Kicking y'all ass. They beating y'all ass sometime. And now I see prison is not for me. I am wiser. I'm stronger. I'm better. So much better. Hell no. I heard all these stories of them niggas tearing off lawnmower blades and bringing them back into the jail cell. I said, oh, no. Shit, no. These niggas got what? He said, boy, it don't matter about size in here. These niggas got lawnmower blades they done sharpened up. Lawnmower blade. How the fuck they get a lawnmower? But boy, we get anything in here. What? I said, oh, hell to the no. You niggas is smart. Hearing something about some of the makeshift weapons. How the hell did you turn that into a weapon? Oh, hell no. Nigga, you must be MacGyver. You can't leave people in cells that long. They figure out a way to live there. And that shit is scary when a motherfucker figure out a way to live somewhere where you ain't nobody supposed to live. That's some scary shit. These niggas done figured out a way to live with the way nobody's supposed to live. That's some scary shit. For real. So I know. And motherfucker beating on tables all night trying to rap, get their rap career together and shit. You trying to sleep. One nigga fight somebody, the whole yard locked down. Smell like shit all the time. But niggas stink. It's crazy, man. But that's what they tricking these young boys into. That's real if you make it out of that. I say prevention is real. Once they told me that, I said, oh, man. Dare to do great. I said, I'm just going to mess with these nigga girls when they go to jail. Fuck that. Not my brothers, but, you know. Them real niggas, yeah, they going to be gone for a while. What up, Freeze? The movie Lockdown should have scared them. Nah, my brother, man, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing could have happened, but it educated the younger ones. It educated me. It educated my brothers too. It's just, you know, sometimes you get caught up in that lifestyle. Did you hear about the white man who killed the black girl? No, not from black women. It's just lucky that dude happened to be white because ain't nobody gonna talk about it. Because if that was a black guy killed a beautiful black woman like that, boy, look at here. They would have told the police, just go ahead and arrest him until y'all find something. Yeah, I'm just boy. Look at here. He said that grape scene showed me never go to prison. Man, them boys willingly doing that shit now. Them boys they ain't even gotta go through all that. They willingly doing it. Most of these dudes broke and doped out, so they're gonna get taken advantage of anyway. Cause that's what y'all forget. These new age guys ain't thugs. They just got daddy issues and they misguided. They ain't thugs. And that's why every time they go to jail, see, I told you I got people that work in them jails. They work as cops. Most of these dudes go in themselves and get on drugs. They go into that pill call every day. Now, every time that pill call come around, that ain't no lifestyle for nobody. Don't nobody want to be arrested. Y'all be thinking y'all family members just because they pop somebody or whatever. Y'all think they want to go to jail. They make you go to jail. Ain't nobody closed the cell on themselves. They be talking about, man, how you do all that time? My brother said, nigga, I didn't want to come in here. What you mean, how I do all that time? Nigga, they make you do that time. Shit. You don't do time. They make you do it. The time do you. You just got to sit there and hopefully you keep waking up. But your ass ain't going nowhere. But that's the lifestyle they got for us as black folks. We supposed to be crash outs. They don't even respect you enough to make a real decision. You supposed to be black. We keep talking about black community. What motherfucking black community? We believe in no snitching. You got the average man that go to work every day in the black community that believe in no snitching. How can you have a community if you don't report crime? Somebody gets dropped in your community, you don't say nothing because you got some street code embedded in you and you ain't got nothing to do with the street. So how in the hell can somebody please tell me, how do you get a community out of that? Where kids can't walk up the street because if they get popped, no men do nothing. So it ain't no street justice for one. And then number two, it ain't nobody that's going to say nothing because, we got to keep it real. So where the hell is the community in that? And instead of somebody being able to say that, then they'll cuss you out. Oh, you lame ass police ass. No, it should be some real ones. And it should be people that ain't real motherfucking reporting on crimes as a civilian. That's the only way you can have a community. But nobody don't want to talk like that because that's, black ass nigga ain't real, man. Black ass nigga, Kwame a police ass nigga, man. Bitch ass nigga ain't real and shit. I thought that nigga was Greek. And you'll have the average person, even if they went to college, they still gonna say, I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. Because it's trained in them now. We trained to hurt each other. They gonna mind their business. It'll be somebody stump your ass in the middle of the street. Ain't nobody gonna say, hey, man, hey, like back in the day. It'll be an OG. This is why OGs is needed. Because OGs will put something on a young motherfucker ass for disrespect. And if an OG say, hey, young blood, that's enough. It used to be a man that could stop that young fella if he could continue going too far. Now, the young boys know the old nigga scared. So they just keep going. Fuck you, old nigga. Now we calling them YNs. They the wild coyotes. Until they go to jail. And they drop that gun. And then they be shitting. As soon as they drop that gun, boy, that man shit is over. But that's the problem. You got all this goddamn, it got people faking the funk on a nasty dump. We got all this education, but we ain't got no common sense. Common sense tells me, how the fuck can you have a community if it ain't safe? If everybody around this bitch minding their business, but we saying shit publicly like it take a village, well, then the village against each other, because the village supposed to come together and say, hey, you can't do that over here. We got kids over here. And then the village supposed to collectively say, you got to get the fuck on by hook or by crook, but you got to go. But that ain't what the village do. We embrace the bullshit. If the village has turned into the people that embrace the bullshit, then how do we heal? We don't. We just keep lying and keep taking the money for the sickness, and they keep making money off of it. Politicians gonna be rich. Because now it's a repetitive cycle of preaching about the problem without trying to solve the problem. Motherfucking men be begging to see their kids arguing with this psychopath. And the kid lose respect for daddy, and then they lose respect for everything. And then we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. These kids that's shooting up the streets. Boy, I guarantee you, there's a through line in those kids that's shooting up the street. A majority through line that I guarantee you it'll hurt some feelings if we talk about where these kids and these babies coming from. But we don't want to talk for real. We just want to act like we real.
Claim that they were so oppressed and needed to seek asylum from the US. Seek asylum from what? And another thing that these people fail to realize is you went to the Netherlands to try to seek asylum when they genuinely feel that people from the US are presumed not to need asylum protection because they treat the United States as a safe country of origin. And in order to get approval, it is very rare unless they can prove specific individualized prosecution that the US government cannot or will not. Because the Netherlands considers the US a safe country, applicants must clear a very high bar. They must show specific personal threats, not general fears. They must prove that they can't relocate safely within the US and show that they can't get protection from police or court. And simply seeking asylum for being a transgender and not agreeing with your government, the applicant could qualify if they can prove repeated targeted violence with no police protection, credible death threats, or extreme harassment.
Yeah, so the problem is that none of that stuff actually happens in the United States of America, right? It doesn't happen here. All of that stuff that they need to prove in order to get granted asylum in a country like the Netherlands, it doesn't happen here. It just doesn't. The only targeted violence towards trans people that happens in this country comes from other trans people and people in the LGBTQ community. You know, the people that they hang out with, right? The people that they associate themselves with, right? Yeah. Most of the violence comes from people that they know or that are in their inner circle, right? It doesn't come from Trump supporters, conservatives, or anybody else, right? I mean, I don't think that we're in those circles, right? We're not in the same circles, the same friend groups, right? We're not really around trans people like that. So again, I just find this story to be funny to me, right? How these leftists have to leave the country in order to get a reality check on how the real world works.
Evidence that authorities refuse to help or protect them. And even then, the approval is still rare. So it looks to me that you guys are probably never going to get approved for asylum because you don't qualify for any of the things listed. No one is out there just blatantly targeting you at all. And if you are blatantly targeted or violent, someone is violent towards you just because of who you are, there's laws against that. It's called hate crimes, and that person will go to fucking jail for it. So again, the law still protects you. And you can easily relocate wherever the fuck you want within the United States without somebody stopping you just because you're LGBTQ whatever plus. People have lost no rights whatsoever, and you can walk freely on this God-given motherfucking earth just the same way everybody else does in the United States. So y'all are over there suffering and realizing that the grass isn't greener. Oh, and the fact that everybody has immigration laws and you can't just seek asylum wherever the fuck you want. I don't feel bad for you. Deal with it. Learn. You live and you learn, right? Like, let's be real. These people have not lost any constitutional rights under Donald Trump. Marriage equality, workplace protections, freedom of speech are all fully intact. So trying to claim otherwise and seek asylum abroad is not going to go in your favor because you haven't lost anything. And you have many protections under this government. I think that these people have lost their fucking minds and they thought that they were running from something that didn't exist just to put themselves in a worse situation. And I'm glad that they realized you can't just up and flee and go to somebody's other fucking country and think they're just going to open their doors to you immediately.
Right. Exactly. You can't just run up in somebody else's country.
Man, this girl was not playing. Lord have mercy. I'm not going to use that language. Sorry for that, YouTube, but that's the way she speaks. I've learned my lesson. No, I haven't. I just won't do it on here. But dang, she was spitting bars, though, if you can get past the language, because everything she was saying was correct. There's laws that protect you. So you're good. If you make a police report or call the cops, they're coming. So I don't get it. I don't know how someone brainwashed these people to give up their lifestyle to go over and sleep in a refugee camp to seek asylum somewhere else, to leave their family and loved ones For what reason, I don't know.
And claim asylum and say, hey, I have the right to be here, right? And even in this situation, they're putting them in refugee camps. That's what they're doing. They're putting them in camps. So they're not even letting them inside the country. They're not doing what we do, right? When the so-called asylum seekers, aka economic migrants, come to the U.S., when they come to the border, Biden was paroling them in. Oh, yeah, you can come in and you can do whatever you want while you're here. And eventually one day, maybe 10 years from now, 20 years.
Right. We let them free. Well, how come they don't let us free? How come okay, people in the United States need to fly over there and ride and tear up their streets like they do over here in America? That's the only thing I don't understand. Why are they not over there riding in the streets? Because if America was doing that, they'll be over there. They'll be over here riding like a motherfucker. Because when they come over here, they get to stay in hotel rooms. They get credit card. They get to go free in America. Shit, they get to vote down there. Social Security card. They go over there. They in a refugee camp until they figure it out. That's crazy work. That is crazy. Ooh. Oh my goodness, boy. Oh my goodness. Who in the hell is advising these people? What news station are they listening to?
Years from now, you'll get a court date. And don't worry, if you get denied, you get unlimited appeals. So basically, you can just stay, right? That's effectively the Democrat policy on immigration, right? So people believe that it's cruel when we say, no. If you come here to seek asylum, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that you get to stay inside of the United States of America, right? While you, quote unquote, seek asylum. That's not what it means. You got to stay in a camp, or you got to wait in Mexico, or you need to wait in another country. That's not abnormal. That's what normal countries that care about their borders do, right? They don't want their country invaded by migrants, okay? People from foreign countries, right? So these individuals are finding out the hard way that other countries have laws. They have immigration laws that they are going to enforce. Let's read here. A Dutch court has upheld a ruling rejecting a U.S. transgender woman's bid for asylum, finding she does not face a substantial enough threat of persecution in her home country. Veronica Clifford Carlos, a 28-year-old visual artist from California, aka homeless, right, broke, said she once believed she built a life in the United States, but felt compelled to flee after receiving death threats over her gender identity. Yeah, in California, right? In California, okay, the most liberal state in the union, these trans individuals are claiming that they are oppressed, right? They're being persecuted. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Clifford Carlos left the United States, leaving behind friends and her dog, and flew to the Netherlands with her father. Upon arrival, she applied for asylum, telling authorities about the abuse she endured in the United States, particularly after President Donald Trump's re-election last fall. Quote, I have people screaming F-word at me in the street. She previously told Reuters, I have people threatening my life, threatening to assault me.
Now, hold on, y'all. Let's get to these numbers, because y'all know people like to throw around, hey, look at the numbers. Let's get to these numbers. Let's get to these numbers. All right, let's get to these numbers then. This is old Fox 11. Oh, gosh darn it. If only one news station want to press and ask the real questions, then I'll watch them both. But still, these numbers, she said it. She agreed to these numbers. And boy, these numbers are abysmal. Wah, wah, wah. But she educated, though. I ain't going to lie. Beautiful black sister. But these numbers still are these numbers.
Second year in a row that street homelessness is down.
LA's Homeless Services Authority reporting a decrease in homelessness 2 years in a row.
Verified by several different entities. It wasn't just us.
But there's just overall a lack of trust with these numbers. It's not what people see.
I understand that, but I will tell you something. It is absolutely what you see. If you live on a block or you had a business where there was a large encampment and that encampment is gone and has not come back for years. Now, again, we have much more to do.
Meanwhile.
Gee, what's your name, brother?
Jared.
You heard me? Yeah.
Look where Jared at, y'all. These lying flood ruckers, they just told them, look, I don't care where you go. Get off the streets. Look where Jared at, y'all. So this decrease can happen. Ain't this a witch? Ain't this about a witch? Look at Jerry in the sewer like a rat. This is amazing, man. This is amazing. F Donald Trump. See, all the F Donald Trumps in the world ain't gonna get this guy out the sewer rat, though. See, this is why I don't listen to all the hoopla. I say in real life, though, what is the quality of life? How do they have these people living in these cities that's always acting like they love everybody? That's always acting like everything is flowers and candy and just Trump, orange man bad, and the big meanie and the devil, and Trump is not a king. All the songs in the world ain't gonna uplift this man out of this goddamn hole. So all these Negroes fighting with their family and not talking to their cousins and their sisters because they like Trump. Hey, that don't got shit to do with nothing. Look at the people you like. Look at how they got people living. Because they want to tell you a number. They want to lie to you and tell you a number. Look at where they got these people living in real life, though.
Come back for years. Now, again, we have much more to do.
Meanwhile,
Gee, what's your name, brother?
Jerry.
You heard me? Yeah, hold up. Look at this shit. Y'all wouldn't even fucking believe this. Check out this hole.
Hey.
Shit. Yeah. And what's your name again, brother?
Jaron.
Jaron. Okay then. In the ground, y'all boys would not fucking believe it. On the boulevard.
Just don't lay around our stars. It is bad out here to be around the stars and see all the homelessness right in the heart of it. Just go under the ground. Get them off the streets. Let them live like rats and turtles under the ground. Because that'll keep our streets clean so we can give poll numbers that look like it's reduced. And we can keep shouting, Trump is not a king. Trump is not a king. Yeah, keep harmonizing, singing songs, and making people feel good. Getting up here telling bold-faced, beautiful lies. I want y'all to hear what she was saying about the numbers. Just listen to how elegant she educated y'all. She's a black woman. Don't listen to what she's saying. She's an educated black woman. Shame on me.
This is the second year in a row that street homelessness is down.
LA's Homeless Services Authority reporting a decrease in homelessness 2 years in a row.
Verified by several different entities. It wasn't just us.
But there's just overall a lack of trust with these numbers. It's not what people see.
I understand that, but I will tell you something. It is absolutely what you see. If you live on a block or you had a business where there was a large encampment and that encampment is gone and has not come back for years. Now, again, we have much more to do.
Meanwhile.
Gee, what's your name, brother?
Meanwhile, the man under the ground living like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, as long as he's not on the street fucking up these numbers.
Jaron.
You heard me? Yeah, hold up. Look at this shit. Y'all wouldn't even fucking believe this. Check out this hole.
Hey.
Shit. Yeah. And what's your name again, brother?
Jaron.
Jaron. Okay then. In the ground, y'all boys would not fucking believe it. On the boulevard.
Boy. So once again, we got to talk about another failed Democrat program where they blew hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars in order to solve a problem that I think society agrees is a problem that should be solved. The issue is that throwing government money at the problem, especially when
not just government money, taxpayers' money, $300 million. Let's get to it, y'all. 300 M's.
But Democrats think that it is a success.
Roughly 40% of the people put in housing through the city's Inside Safe program have ended up back out there on the streets, despite the $30 million being spent on that program.
That's according to data from the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, otherwise known as LASA. And as McCullough Medina tells us, some people are finding shelter in very dangerous places.
Feet away from busy roads and under an overpass, at least 3 people are calling this makeshift shelter home. It's off Washington and Soto in East LA. How long have you been here, and if you had got any help from the city before? No one wanted to talk on camera, but many are back on the streets after getting temporary help from the Inside Safe program. They say the biggest reason why, well, the housing wasn't permanent. They told us.
So that's probably because they spent it along with that illegal money. And it was basically hotels and rental property and stuff like that. You get $300 million. How can you not build some tiny homes or something that's permanent structure? How can you not? You can buy land with $300 million. You can buy land and you can buy a whole couple of subdivisions and say, hey, look, this is for all the homeless. You catch y'all ass out in the streets, we locking y'all up. Get over here. This is where if you want to lay out around here. But you can go in this home if you want. But if we catch you just laying out on the streets, that's a hazard. You're vagabonding, you're fucking up the economy doing this. So we're going to pay this one-time fee to keep you over here. It'll be cheaper for the tax base to do it tax-free. Let them just live in a homeless internment camp. But, somebody will take advantage of that. Niggas will play vagabond. But they $300 million they spent on this, and they don't have no structures to say, look, it's just overflowing right now, but all of these spaces are filled. They don't have no buildings to point. Hey, government, next time, listen, y'all need to holler at me. We'll build y'all some tiny homes. You give me a $300 million contract, right? I can fill up so many goddamn tiny homes. We could put so many homeless people in some places. You hear me? Give me control of $300 million and I'll tell you what. Come on, man. What? How hard is it? You can build 430 square foot, 530 square foot, bathroom, kitchen, all that. That's crazy. They would still have the structure. Like, why they not feel? Can we not see like a field of tiny homes with $300 million? Or a whole goddamn building that y'all built, and it's just all the subdivisions filled up, but they don't got nothing. That's crazy.
Most placements rely on short-term subsidies or motel stays, not long-term housing stability. And when those subsidies expire, people often can't afford rent and fall back into homelessness. ¿Se puedo dar comida? Yes. We showed you this Good Samaritan, Juan Nwala, last week attempting to help a couple he accidentally found living inside this bridge off Washington and Soto. We reached out to LASA to see if they were aware of the encampment in the bridge. They asked us for the address, and we've not heard back. Mayor Bass's office told us in a statement, writing in part, this is unacceptable and tragic. We are working closely with Councilmember Jurado to evaluate the site and determine the appropriate next steps. We did reach out to the councilwoman's office for comment and
Man, they done got them people locked up and thrown in the ground or something. God, dog. You see why them people don't want to talk on camera? They know. If they get caught, their ass going to jail or in the ground. So they found the bridge. They like, damn, nigga, you done blew our spot. They don't want to be found. They know once they get found, they ass finna go in the ground. They'd rather be in the bridge than in the ground. Y'all news station done blew their spot. Damn. Cause they gonna hide them people. They gonna run the news station. Oh yeah, we just fixed the problem. Yeah, we helped them. They were donated by the church. What a wonderful story. A church donated them a home, and they just wanted to get off the streets, forget their drug problem that they allegedly might have. They just was willing to go in easily. They just needed a start, and they got it. They gonna make that shit sound good. Really, they gonna be in that sewer. That's crazy. That money, in my opinion, went to the illegals. That's where that money went. And fuck Donald Trump.
not her back either.
These are humans. They're human beings. They should get help.
One who started a nonprofit to clean up LA streets one street at a time has seen the effects of LA's homeless problem firsthand, encountering people living in rough places like sewers and drainage pipes. Some of them told us that support systems they needed, like mental health care, job assistance, or long-term stability, just weren't there. Mary Bass's office told us because of her efforts, street homelessness is down nearly 18% after years of growth. She told the LA Times that she believes those who entered Inside Safe need more services addressed, saying in part, it's critically important that we look at the people who left, why they left, what do we need to do to strengthen the interim housing we have. She also suspects some people might have been expelled because they violated the rules of the program. The program was designed to find housing for people within 90 days, at maximum 6 months. But according to data from LASA, most people are staying about 362 days, nearly a year. In East LA, I'm Kwame Medina, NBC4 News.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now, what do we have here? What do we have here from Democrats? This is the typical Democrat program. That is a vanity program. This is what I call it. It is designed to spend hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars to temporarily solve a problem, but to not actually solve the problem permanently, but the money spent anyways. And temporarily, Democrats can come out and say, look, we solved this issue. Homelessness is down 18%, right? Which is, I'm skeptical, right, of that number in and of itself. I don't think that's great considering how homelessness has exploded in California, in Los Angeles over years. So being down.
Exactly. It's like it exploded to way high numbers, and then it go down a little bit, and they want to be praised for the little bit it go down. Like, nah. And let's hear this grade that they said that she said she got, and that she's okay with.
Being helped are not permanently helped, right? It's only temporary, and they don't even have metrics to determine why is it that they're failing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Just this week, they talked about your signature program called Inside Safe, which is to get people inside safe. And it said $300 million program, and 40% have returned to the streets. These are people that were part of the program, and then they're no longer part of the program. They're back on the streets. Some people say that that's a failure. What do you say to that?
Well, I say several things. First of all, 60% of the people have remained housed. Yeah. But you know me, and we've been on this journey.
That's not a great percentage.
Well, it is a great percentage.
No, it's not a great percentage. I mean, seriously.
First of all, 60% of the people have remained housed.
What do you say to that?
Well, I say several things. First of all, 60% of the people have remained housed.
Oh shit. Oh my God. Wow. Wowzers. F Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But you know me, and we've been on this journey.
That's not a great percentage.
Well, it is a great percentage.
No, it's not a great percentage. I mean, seriously. See, this is the problem with Democrat governance, right? They think failure is success, right? This is the DEI mindset, right? You know how Democrats have dumbed down education, right? Where they're basically letting students pass even though they failed, right? That's exactly what's happening here. You're talking about a 40% failure rate. 40% failure rate. So put this in the context of numbers. 40% of $300 million is $120 million. So we know for a fact that $120 million that she spent didn't do a damn thing, right?
Man, he talking about Kobe Bryant Field say she ain't man with $140 million. Where are the structures that they got for the homeless people? Don't tell me they bought a bunch of tents and gave it to these people. Cause where did they get these goddamn Dick's Sporting Good tents from? Man, no wonder it was Tent City. You telling me they spent $140 million on tents? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is crazy. We need to do some math per square footage out in LA. How many structures, how many buildings, how many multi-units you can build in LA? Because LA prices are high as shit. How many multi-units you can build in California for $140 million? Because this is crazy. Salute, Dreams Basketball. That's crazy, man. And people, you know what, man? F Donald Trump, man. Anytime you point to what's going on in these cities, hey, man, F Donald Trump. Yeah, 140 million. Out of the 300 million, she got 40%. So if she spent $140 million, how many structures, how many multi-units can you get out of Cali? Because she gotta be you should have something to show for that amount of money you spent. Where did it go to? Was you paying rent? Man, Orange Man bad, man. Yeah, Orange Man. This how you solve all this. Orange Man bad.
It was just blown, right? Wasted. We know that for a fact. Now, I have a hard time believing that you have a program with a 40% failure rate and you spent $300 million and none of that was fraudulent, right? I guarantee you at least half of it was fraudulent. That contributes to the failure rate being so high. Listen to this. This is a dismal return on investment. After spending roughly $67 million on the program, Bass had only moved 255 of LA's 46,000 homeless individuals into permanent housing. 255 out of 46,000. Does that sound like success? $67 million spent, right?
Hey, look, and they get to do this year after year after year. I need to run for politics. F the N-words. I don't give a about the N-words. Yeah, I need to goddamn play that Lil Wayne and just be a politician and say, I know they be listening to that Lil Wayne. Who we gonna help this year? Let's see. Let's help the Asians. Let's help the who else they helping? Let's help the Indians. We always gonna help the whites. We're gonna bail out every goddamn thing. Bail it out, bail out all the banks, bail out Bitcoin, bail out everybody. Tax write-off for them all. Left, right, up, down, all of them. What about black folks? Man, F them nigga. That when they play Lil Wayne, they be up there in Congress, they be up there in Congress. And all where they make all in Parliament, where all the votes get done at, they just play Lil Wayne. As soon as somebody say, "Well, what about black people? What we gonna do with black people? Should we give them reparations or anything?" They just play Lil Wayne. Man, suck my clip, swallow them bullets, and don't you spit. Yeah, they just play that Lil Wayne every time. Man, F the N-words. We gonna help everybody but the N-word. Hey. Lost for them, nothing for these niggas. Let them get shot in the streets. Oh, yeah, pop them N-words. Keep them listening to hip hop and popping them N-words. Yeah, this shit's stupid at this point. And then we love each other, though. Black Lives Matter, nigga. We're going to stand together. Be one. FBA, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? For real, though. You a sellout, punk. I mean, only time I told he shot the little boy. Don't ever tell if they shoot a little boy, only a little girl. We got to protect these women. We don't care nothing about no little boy getting popped. What's wrong with you, boy? Keep it real. Don't snitch. We got a community. We ain't got to keep it safe. We got to keep it real. Street code up. Where you from, homie? We can't have no community talking like this. Grown ass dummies. You nigga be sounding good until I ask him one question. Where is the black community that you speak of when you believe in a street code over being a man? It ain't no community, nigga. We street. The average college kid won't say a thing if he sees something happen to his neighbor. He'll close the blind and keep it real. So stop it. So stop the madness. Stop the madness. You got to get this sickness out your mind. You either got to be street or you got to be a man. You can't be both. Because you're going to put your group over what's right. If you really in the streets, that shit come before your children because you got a price to pay. When you got to stay in that car and ride for your homies, prison can come with that. That shit come for your children. How you playing street when it ain't before your children? Real street niggas, it come before they kid. Because if you think about your kid, you wouldn't be in the streets. So I don't want to hear a bunch of grown children giving me a set of rules. That's why I love staying by my Karen I stay by. I went over and met my Karen. Shit, I want to let her know, hey, see something in my yard, say something. Shit, I got kids be over here. I want you to say what the hell happened. If a motherfucker come by in a dirty van, I don't want to be next door to no motherfucker that ain't gonna say nothing. If they snatch up my son, ain't nobody gonna see nothing. Cause you know, real nigga shit. They snatch up my daughter, somehow they have morals and they might say something. I don't know. We sick in the mind talking about everybody else. This shit weird to me. Can't think for ourselves. All you got to do is put a black face on somebody and say they got a degree, and then we'll just give them our mind. Hey, yeah, you know what? We dumb. We from the hood. No, I don't have common sense to know that this is bullshit. So I'm just going to let the smart black lady tell me what it is. And then you see how people living, and you still ain't got the mind to say nothing. Oh, yeah, they're going to hate. They're going to hate. You left your daughter at the restaurant. You let me handle that with my daughter. Like you love my daughter. When the last time you bought her a sandwich, punk? She on my insurance. Don't say shit to me.
By late 2025, the totals had grown, but the ratio remained brutal. Through late 2025, the program had served roughly 5,800 people at a cumulative cost exceeding $300 million, with approximately 1,243 moving into permanent housing. That's roughly $240,000 per person successfully housed. So they're spending $240.
They ain't gotta really be. They ain't gotta be really black. They can pretend to be black. We love them. Don't you be talking about Kamala like that. Come on now.
$1,000 per person to get them into permanent housing. That is the cost of this program. $240,000 housing. That is $140,000. Roughly 5,800 people at a cumulative cost exceeding $300 million, with approximately 1,243 moving into permanent housing. That's roughly $240,000 per person successfully housed. So they're spending $240,000 per person to get them into permanent housing. That is the cost of this program. $240,000 per person.
Why not build a housing unit? I don't understand that. Definitely money laundering through these programs. Oh man, I'm trying to told you, boy. Lord have mercy.
Again, this would never be acceptable if they were spending private money, right? It's only acceptable when you're spending government money. This is insanity. But she sees this as a success, right? A 40% failure rate. Amazing.
We've been on this journey together. Yeah. And, you know, the reason why I ran was because we needed change in the city. Yeah. What was happening in the city was just completely unacceptable. The city had adhered to a rigid policy that said, stay on the streets, basically, until we build you something. I came in and said, it is unacceptable to have Angelenos on the street. You know that I came into a system that had been broken for over 3 decades, but you know that I felt the sense of urgency to get people off the street. So what I did was move to get people off the street, which we have succeeded in. We've resolved.
Man, I'm about sick of arguing with Negroes too, dog. What district you running from? Hey, look here, just elect me too, bro. I'm about tired of these N-words too. I'm about to run for office, switch sides, and just sing Kumbaya, we shall overcome, and sing F Donald Trump. The only criteria you got to do is just sing and be ratchet and say F Donald Trump. Just whoever the masses don't like, all they got to do is have a mob mentality and yell and cuss and shout. It don't give a damn about no outcome then. Just make them feel good. Take them to church. Ha-ha. Give them a ha-ha. Ha-ha. Have a white person pull some hot sauce out and have a black woman twerk. And boy, we good. Just pander to all the new shit. Bring out the newest rapper that got her ass out and the newest hot rapper that's talking about unalive and a black dude. And then we're going to put them all together. We're going to bring a pastor. We're going to have him sitting front row while a black woman shaking it fast, but watching herself and shaking it fast and showing her what she's working with. We ain't going to have her say nothing. other than telling us about how she like to shake that behind and sing us some ratchet music. But other than that, we ain't gonna let her say nothing. That's what we doing. Salute, bro. I don't understand this shit. So why keep arguing with a bunch of people that seem like they love this shit? So we might well get paid. I'm starting to understand these congressmen and women now. I'm gonna start an argument on TV. His name Kwame, not Kwame. Hey, listen. I'm starting to understand how some of these black politicians come to term with their decision. They like, look, man, you can show these Negro the code to this shit, and they'll slap you and tell you that ain't the code. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Son, for real. So I could see why some of them politicians is switching up on you Negroes, selling you up the river. They pushing you down faster than a white man because they tired of talking to you. Shit crazy. Y'all hate people that try to tell you something. Let me know when you running, dog. I'm sick of it.
Over 120 encampments. So for the first time, we've had 2 years in a row, a 17% reduction in street homelessness, where nationally it's been an 18% increase. But you also know that I've been trying to diagnose and transform the system at the same time. But one thing that the city and the county never did was really properly evaluate the system to see what is working and what isn't working. So for example, we don't know that 40% left to go on the streets. We don't know where they are. The bottom line is,
well, they're not there. And if they were homeless when they went in and then they left for whatever reason, where do you think they went? Right? Did they magically become not homeless? Right? Is that what happened? No, we know exactly where they went. They went to go live in the sewer. Right? That's exactly what they did.
as they left interim housing. And I can give you lots of,
isn't it?
Yeah, some of the reasons, to be fair to her, some of the reasons they should have programs to help these people get off drugs, because the large part of the homelessness is, if they're gonna to live like that, you're gonna have to cope with it some type of way. It ain't many homeless people that just out there, sound mind and body, just living on the streets. Some people hit hard times, yes, but some people turn to alcoholism. They turn to bigger drugs, pills, whatever that got them out there like that. You have to treat that first. You got to start there. Some of these people, you can't just stick these people in a home. They stopped functioning in a normal way in normal society. So sticking them in a home ain't gonna do anything. You got to have some type of apartment style structure with a nurse available, because they need to be treated and monitored at the same time, trying to live independently. You get to stick a bunch of people who've been living up under the sewer into homes. That is a problem waiting to happen. That don't even make no damn sense. That don't even make a lot of sense. It should be the program should start with getting together with small businesses and you help them grow their business with those government contracts. You have one, a part of it is cleaning up these people's habits, and then you get with the landscapers, the brick masons, the small contractors that may need a hand, and get some of the guys that you cleaned up and the girls that you cleaned up and start placing them into these jobs. And then now they have housing, they have drug treatment, and they have jobs that's in the community that they're living near, so they can start regaining trust back in society and reinserting themselves. You can't just go from living in a sewer to a house. That's crazy. But I didn't have to go to Harvard, Yale, and all these other different places to know some shit like that.
Of course it's concerning, but you've also heard me over the last 3 years say that one of the fundamental weaknesses in the system was it was inadequate services. So you're not addressing the substance abuse, the mental health, and the other reasons that led to homelessness. So I did.
Okay, so she did say it there. I agree with her on that. I will give her that. That you can't make no motherfucking drug addict come off the street. So I'll give her that fact.
Bring on a team to evaluate what is working, because of course I want to know, first of all, where those 40% went,
Sure.
why they left, but I also want to know why the 60% stayed. And so if we're going to transform the system like I want to see done, then we need to have this information, but the system was not designed to evaluate itself.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's the problem, Karen Bass, right? That's the issue. She's saying that she spent $300 million on a program.
Wait a minute now. Okay, I was with you until you said the system was not designed to sign it. The system was not designed to what? Let me hear you again. To assign itself. What she say?
Karen Bass
was not designed to evaluate itself.
The system wasn't designed to evaluate itself. It's not AI. You the one who doing the study. You evaluate it. You the doctor or whatever you is. You got all the degrees and shit. You supposed to create the system that you have markers that you want to hit and goals and projections that you're trying to achieve. And shit, come up with a PowerPoint spreadsheet. I done seen a bunch of people do this type of shit. Like, you got to have markers that you're trying to hit. And then your first year, you want to get better than that. And then you want to improve. And then it's trial and error. You're tackling a new problem. I'll give you that. Well, it's not a new problem. It's an old problem. But you're trying to tackle it. So I'll give you that. Economic inflation is causing a whole new wave of homelessness. Substance abuse is a whole nother animal for those who are homeless. If you have a job, help those people first with tiny home. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they homeless and they're working, you can help those people find. That'll be an easy first wave right there. Hey, who is holding down a stable job? Who has jobs that they go to every day? By those hands, boom, you guys have housing right now. Who has transportation to get to these jobs and who have driver license? Then you can help them get cars. You can help them get back in society. If you got $300 million to spend, you just tackle all the issues. It's simple. Well, it's big, but it's complex. So I don't want to say it's simple, because dealing with people who have substance abuse issues is never simple. So I don't want to downplay that part of it. But it's simple far as setting up and treating all of the things that they would need to address. And it seems like she didn't set up those things that need to be addressed.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's the problem, Karen Bass, right? That's the issue. She's saying that she spent $300 million on a program that did not have an evaluation mechanism, right? Think about that. The government says we're going to blow $300 million to house the homeless, okay? But we're not going to spend money to evaluate whether or not the program is working and to establish key performance metrics, right? KPIs, okay, in order to gauge success, right? And to figure out why is it that some homeless people who are a part of the program, why are they dropping out? Why are they not getting the help that they need? You spent $300 million and you
see, KPIs, that's a new term for me. So I just looked that up. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna add that to my repertoire. Let me learn that. Thank you. You need to learn that too, Miss Bash. You're the one running a whole state.
You're telling me that mental health wasn't included in that? You're telling me that drug addiction help was not included in that? You mean to tell me getting job assistant was not included in that, right? You talk about $300 million. And it didn't even have a mechanism. They didn't even have anybody in charge of the program that says, hey, let's evaluate the success rate of the program and why it may or may not be working. So now she has to spend more money, millions of dollars after the fact, right? To come in and have a team evaluate why this didn't work instead of having that built in from the beginning, right? To understand, hey, before we spend all this money, let's establish key performance indicators. Let's establish ways to figure out, if this is working or not. And if it's not working, why? So, once we spend 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, once we get into spending a lot of money, we can adjust before we end up spending 300 million, right? Again, this is why the private sector is just so much more efficient than the government. You create an MVP. It's called a minimal viable product, right? You test it. You say, okay, it works in a vacuum, and let's expand, right? The government says, no, we're just going to blow $300 million on it, and we'll figure out after the fact what worked and what didn't work. 40% failure rate. That was a success, right? We did an amazing job. It's like, nah, I don't believe that's amazing. I believe you just admitted that you blew $120 million, right? It shouldn't take $120 million for you to figure out what went wrong, right? That, hey, that, this is not working and this is why it's not working. Now, me personally, I believe that there's just some people that can't be helped, right? There's just some people who are going to live on the streets. They want to be drug addicts. They want to live in a sewer.
Yep. There's some people that, hey, boy, you can't tell them nothing. That's where they want to be, and you bet not stop them for where they want to be at. You cannot stop them for where they want to be. But listen, we're gonna pause right there because I can go all day with these videos. But I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna pause for the call. But you guys have a blessed rest of your day. I hope I ain't hurt too many people feeling. All right, because I've been known to do that. I apologize if I did. I'm just sharing my opinions on the internet. Just like everyone else. You was 100% failure, but you're associating with 100% failure. LeBron James is a king, so why don't you go tweet him or something? Oh, he probably ain't gonna answer you back. Damn. So you stuck with me, man. Hey, you might well be stuck with a bus. So you must be a failure your damn self. You down here with the lowest of the low. Why you ain't tweeting LeBron, boy? That's stupid. God, you not that smart, are you, boy? LeBron got Instagram. He got Twitter. He even respond back to certain people. But why he won't respond back to you? You must be a loser. Golly, you can't even get LeBron on the line. You was a punk, but you got the bus attention. So you might be down here with me, boy. They say energy attract. LeBron has nothing to do with you being a failure, but it has something to do with you not being over there since you like such greatness. Oh, so you only like to talk to failures. Oh, okay. That's what's up. You are the company that you keep, my friend. That's crazy, man. But y'all have a blessed day. I'm a little too fast for you, man. I think you're a little slow. I'm a little too fast for you. See, the thing is, you don't understand. As soon as you bring your ass over here and you say a negative comment in the chat, I already done got you. Because when I go to other people's chats and stuff like that, if I'm not into what they saying, I just leave. I'm grown. See, when you little Tinkerbells and you little baby bops, you little weenie dogs, you can't help it. It's embedded in you niggas to just Dino having ass nigga. It's embedded in you niggas to bother somebody. It's embedded in you to get a response. It tickle your fancy. You go, yeah, I gotta respond. So I'm the guy that just, hey man, man, here you go, man. You're a dweeb. I want you to feel good. So hey, now that you're happy that I got you a response, there you go. You're a content creator or you're voicing your opinion. No, what you're doing is you're helping the guy that you don't like. And it's kind of brilliant for me to keep talking to you because your chat rate is the best in the chat right now. So the reason why, I stopped cursing because I got to monetize your stupidity. I got to stop cursing and talk to you guys with some common sense because your chat rate and your hate actually helps me. So just keep chatting, my guy. Keep telling me how much you don't like me. I'm talking about, man, I love the way you type. I love the way you type. See, I don't got no beef with you. You just keep voicing your problem with me. Same way my baby mama do. So I don't have no problem with her. She just got the problem with me. So I'm treating you, I'm not treating you like my baby mama because, I might, go back and dibble and dabble one day. I don't know. Back in the day, I don't know. But I'm just saying, you got Ryan in front of your name. So I'm just going to treat you like you got the emotions of my baby mama. Because nigga, your chat rate is amazing. I like it, man. As soon as I give you some attention, you go to typing, boy. How much you type? About 100 words a minute? How many? Now he don't want to type as fast. Oh my goodness, man. Come on, dog. Don't do me like that. I love my trolls, man. Y'all don't do that, man. If you could type that fast, come on with the type. You know what? I gotta stop giving such witty responses because y'all be getting mad for real and then dipping and shit. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta let you act. I gotta give the illusion that you're hurting my feelings. My bad. Next time I won't say nothing. I shouldn't have hit that J. Next time I won't hit that J and I won't say nothing. All right. Next time I just keep it to myself. Okay. I'm good at that too. I'm good at not saying that. But you were just texting so much in this live. I just had to bring you down a peg. You've been texting a lot and you thought you was the shit. All that stuff you was typing, you thought you was just hell on wheel. I was just looking at him like, look at this good typing ass. Boy, he is getting this chat rate up. Thank you, boy. You got to get this channel back going anyway, much as they've been flagging me every other week. And now I'm free and in the clear on my other channel. They still got me in jail. I'm the only dude that they lock up on YouTube jail and they just keep me overtime, boy. On my backup channel, I've been in jail for 2 weeks. And this channel, the other channel, I've been in jail for 3 weeks and 2 days now. I'm like, God, and I hit YouTube up. They telling me, don't worry, we got to talk to the internal team. So who is you? Because nigga, you in my computer. So I don't understand what's going on at YouTube, boy. But I tell you what, they got a thing for Mr. Brown. So I know I'm right about what I'm saying. I don't never understand that. It's automatic. I got an automatic flag for talking about myself. So why can't the 2-week strike be automatically lifted? Why would you make it to where, what are you doing? I don't understand this, man, but hey. They forgot why they put you there. You smoke all day, not accomplishing nothing in life, but you're good to laugh at. Oh, well, that's because, see, the thing about it is, I done worked hard already. My hip is bad. I got a bad knee. So I delegate now. So yeah, so I delegate now. So the countertops are in. We're putting the sinks in, so I'll get you the new updated version of that. So yeah, I'm not gonna work hard no more. Fuck no. Man, you know how bad my feet hurt and everything hurt. I'm not gonna work hard no more. You crazy? Have you lost your God loving mind? Hey man, don't ever disrespect me like that again. Tell me I'm working hard. Why I can't work smart now? I don't work hard. Do you know how I was a 1%? I was in the 1 percentile of man for 15 years, 20, 30 years of my life. I'm finna get back up there now because I've been lifting weights again. But I'm finna make sure all my deadlifts, my bench, everything back in the 1%, baby. Yeah, 10% of men or whatever that shit is, man. I'm finna go do all the lifts. Yeah, boy, don't do that. Don't what you don't do. How you talking to me like that? Hey, yo, why you talking to me like that? Do you know Jim Brown, the street? Huh? Do you know Jim down the street does the same thing and he never touched the basketball? That's the point. Now tell Odell Beckham that. I want you to screenshot this tweet right here and say, at Odell Beckham, this is what you do with the rest of your money. And play the video that I played and say, hey, Odell, you don't got to be taught how to do it with money. Jim down the street, no. And tell him what Jim down the street doing. Tell him build a couple houses and then he can buy a couple of them Maseratis off the shit he built, not off the shit he run for. Cause you can't run forever. Yeah, you can't run forever. Yeah, he a fanboy. He a fan. He got MJ and LeBron. Ooh, super fan. He super fan. He say 40 to spot say salute 300 people out of 450K. Well, if you look at most people who go live now, especially as inconsistent as I am, excuse me, then you're not going to have a lot of live viewerships. Don't worry about that though. But people will go watch the live replay. Man, I could just really just respond to you the whole time. Salute to Jim down the street, Ryan, talking about everything everybody else did except himself. Yeah, man. Hey, his chat rate is amazing. Hey, Ryan, if I go live again, will you come back? Yeah, man. Let me know. Why buy a sports car? Who bought a sports car? I love these dudes, man. Yeah, hey, Ryan, make sure you come back, man. I'm glad I blocked you that one time to make you angry like that, man. Hey, you gonna get the troll of the week, man. You gonna get the troll of the week. Hey, 40 the Splatter, make sure you come back too, dog. Come back, tell me everything you want to tell me the next live too. Test your 1% to get there and go against a current. Oh, hell no. A half court maybe, but no, sir. Them boys, see, I'm not no damn average Joe that want to act like they want to compete with an NBA player. I already was an NBA player, and I know they moving at a different speed that I'm not moving at right now. So that's okay with me. Not finna get me hurt. Hell no. I'm old. You retire for a reason. Your time come and your time go. Now I kick somebody ass my age and some years younger. Not messing with these cats in their 20s. No. I whoop some niggas in their 30s, late 30s, I whoop a nigga 30. But as you go down in age, hey man, I'm not chasing all around like that. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm the old bull walking down the hill now. Yeah, I'm not rushing down. Back in the day, I was the young bull flying down the hill, galloping down that motherfucker, tripping and rolling, getting up. Don't give a damn about the bushes and scrapes or nothing. I'm getting down this hill. Now I'm walking, taking my time. Yeah, I like it. I like this pace. You're the NBA player that moves like an average Joe. I like moving like an average Joe. What's wrong with that? You act like you dissing me. You ain't dissed me yet, man. Come on, Ryan. At least I love myself. Nigga, we don't even know what you look like. You look like LeBron and MJ. Nigga, you dissing me and you hate yourself. Have you even looked in the mirror? I bet you walk by the mirror and don't even look at it. You throw toothpaste at the mirror so that shit can harden up where you don't have to see yourself, ain't it? Yeah, damn nigga on YouTube talking shit and scared to show himself. If I drop the link, you'll show your face. I bet you one of them weenie dog. You probably got pimples and shit. You know what? I'm gonna send you some oxy pad. I'm gonna send you some peroxide and shit. Keep your face clean, boy. Kwame leading y'all off a cliff. Oh, look at him. Oh, 40. You can come back, man. I bet he'll pop a zit up this motherfucker if I drop the link. I guarantee it. He don't look nothing like boy. What you look like, boy? Cam up. Let me show you ain't no weenie dog. Cam up and see if you can keep coming back. I want to see if you a weenie dog or not. See if you stand on them words. I fuck with trolls. But can you be a troll? Are you a real troll or you one of them weenie dog trolls that got an avatar for everything? Are you one of them incels scared of the world trolls? He said, I look in the mirror and see Kwame face Brown. Oh man, this is a 2-year-old. All right, man, I gotta end the live. And don't no adult say Kwame face Brown. Like, come on, man. I can't argue with no kid, man. Come on, man. I can't argue with no kid. 400-pound traveling trust. Oh shit. Hey Mel, man. Come on, dog. The 40 water won't smoke. Weenie dog, what a loser. Yo, boss sell weenie dogs. What a follower. Yeah, you mad at me? These boys happy I'm back, boy. Hey man, but y'all have a blessed day, man. I gotta get up out of this thing, man. I'm gone.